Welcome to lesson 2 of module 2, Organization of Living Things. In this video, we're going to be looking at how multicellular organisms require specialization and differentiation for them to function appropriately. And again, we're looking at the inquiry question of how cells are arranged in multicellular organisms. So previously we looked at how organism is made up of an organ system, which is made up of organs, tissues, so on and so forth. Each of these is made up of cells. Cells within a multicellular organism all start from the same type of cell, and then they differentiate and specialize to perform different functions in different locations around the organism. By doing so, this allows the organism to function more efficiently and increase its chance of survival and reproduction. The first part is cell differentiation, and this is the process by which unspecialized cells, called stem cells, become specialized cells. And the process begins after fertilization. So, once the egg and the sperm are fertilized, the human zygote then turns into a blastula, and the stem cells in this embryo make up the primary germ layers. So, each of the different germ layers, and there are three, the ectoderm, the mesoderm, and the endoderm of the blastula, differentiates to form specialized cells, tissues, and organs in animals. So we can see here that an embryonic stem cell can then turn into like a neuron, a fat cell, a smooth muscle cell, or a macrophage, depending on what is required by the organism. When we talk about cell specialization, we're talking about the functioning of the cell resulting from the expression of a certain set of genes. And this provides an advantage as it's more energy efficient to have cells that are specialized for just one function rather than having to be able to do many functions. The internal and external structures allow the cell to perform its required function and therefore contribute to the whole functioning of the organism. So we can see here that in multicellular organisms, they're made up of a variety of specialized cells. So we can see there's nerve cells, blood cells, muscle cells. Each of these have differentiated from the embryonic stem cell to produce the different parts of the body, and over time, this continues to happen to replace cells that have lived out their lifespan. And in plant cells, this also happens. And here we see that the meristematic tissue is the tissue that differentiates to produce the different types of cells and tissues in plants. That's lesson 2. Make sure you tune in for lesson 3.